بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the fourth episode in our series titled The Returning Slave. In our previous episode we spoke about the importance of taking the opportunities presented to us in this world before Malik al-Maut takes our ruh, taking the opportunities to purify our hearts, to purify our souls from the effects of sin. If we do not take those opportunities, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbid, then there are other situations or other opportunities whereby our souls can be purified, but that will be more difficult and more harsh. Number one would be the salah of the salatul janazah made on the slave, as a means of asking Allah to forgive the slave. Number two would be the difficulties and the trials and tribulations that a slave might undergo to purify himself in the grave. Of that is the questioning of the grave and the various punishments that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has assigned to purify the slave in his grave. Then there is a third opportunity which we have, and that is the gifts that is given to us and presented to us by our loved ones. And when we speak about these gifts, we speak about the good that is done in this world for the deceased. There are some that is agreed upon, and there's some that there is disagreement, or rather there are some kalam. So of those that is agreed upon, of those actions that is agreed upon that reaches the deceased in the next world, is number one, dua, and then number two, it is sadaqah. So we should take the opportunity to give sadaqah and make dua for those who have passed away, in hoping that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replace us with those who will also make dua on our behalf. Then there are other actions, but there is differences of opinion. But some great ulama, such as the like of Imam Ahmad, said that it is not just restricted to dua and to sadaqah, but rather it is much more vast than that. So these opportunities presented to us in the qabr, if this is not done, if a slave is not purified to the level that will protect him from the fire of Jahannam and grant him entry into Jannah at this particular point, then there is another stage which will be more severe, and that is the difficulties on the day of Qiyamah in a general way. Then specifically the difficulties found in the mawqif, the difficulties found in the place where we will wait for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take reckoning of us. And then the other opportunity that we have is the shafa'ah, the intercession, and especially the intercession of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah grant us all that intercession. Then there is the pure afwa of Allah, the pure pardoning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If all these opportunities are missed and we did not purify ourselves, and we are not purified to the extent that we will be protected from the fire of Jahannam, then unfortunately the last resort will be to cross over the bridge and then to fall down. Wa na'udhu billah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. But we find that even here, this is the mercy of Allah. How can it be a mercy? All the torment that we hear about that happens in the fire of Jahannam. It is a mercy because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places the Muslim in the fire of Jahannam. Why? To purify himself, even to purify that soul, to purify that slave, in order that he might be deserving to enter Jannatul Firdaus, to enter Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us. Let us take the opportunity that we have here today, so that we don't go through more difficult trials and tribulations in the grave and on the day of Qiyamah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. This is the month of Ramadan. It is the month of mercy. This is the month where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has opened the doors of Jannah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has closed the doors of Jahannam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us and guide us. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.